Now, can somebody tell me why Safaree Samuel is out there setting himself up, okay? Oh my goodness. Amidst this entire Cassie and Diddy scandal, there's a lot of things that are actually coming out. We're also going to be talking about the Transformer allegedly hexing fans and people who speak against her. Now, these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's team. So first of all, you guys, we're going to talk about this entire situation with Cassie and Diddy. Yesterday, I really didn't have much to do because that video triggered the behind out of me. When I told you that I slept at 2 a.m., I'm not messing with you. It literally messed with my anxiety and I was just not able to sleep, okay? I literally woke up today with a migraine because of lack of sleep. But hey, we are recovering, okay? That being said, you guys, a lot of people had different reactions to this entire situation, because you do know that there were a bunch of men who were out there saying that, oh my goodness, Cassie is a liar, or why did she stay for so long? And you know how somebody responds to domestic V word, or like some kind of physical A word, how somebody responds to that really tells you all you need to know about them. Because anyone who is educated about things like this knows that victims usually take long to leave, and we literally just saw a victim trying to leave a toxic situation, and then that victim got punished for it. And this is only that's the part that we could see. Now you can only imagine what the part that we didn't see, okay? So obviously a lot of men were out there defending Diddy, were out there backtracking. I did see a couple of people apologizing and stuff like that. And for some reason, Safaree Samuel decided to insert himself in this entire situation, okay? This is what he had to say on his Twitter, and I'm afraid to tell you that things did not turn out really well for him. Okay, so he said, speechless. Damn, I can't unsee that video. Definitely brings back, childhood memories. Okay, he was referring to this entire video by Cassie, I'm sorry, and Diddy. Okay, and so obviously, Safaree allegedly did put, things, on Nicki Minaj, threw things at her, suitcases at her. There were actually allegations of physical A in their relationship, and apparently, allegedly, there's actually a phone call to back that up, from a hotel room. Okay, so obviously people are like, oh, the hypocrisy of it all. So now you're out here trying to talk about your childhood memories and things like that, when you did the same with a woman who actually did put on the food on the table for you, a woman who literally took care of you financially. You were out there throwing suitcases at her and cheating on her on top of that. So obviously people were not standing for it. He literally received a lot of backlash, in the comment section for that. And here's where it gets tricky with this entire situation for me. I do feel like, as the public, we people feel empathy for those they choose to feel empathy for, because let's not act like Nicki Minaj herself has not been a victim of DV. She has, and she came out several times talking about it, from the Meek Mill situation, and people decided to turn a blind eye. Okay, and I'm pretty sure these are the same people who will be like, oh well, we're waiting for evidence. Imagine this evidence was allegedly there for so many years, and the hotel allegedly got paid 50,000 to keep silent. So it just goes to show you how toxic this entire world is. People really shame someone not because they're doing the act, but they will shame someone because they got caught. Because you see a lot of people, a lot of men who have the same accusations actually coming out here and trying to say, oh my goodness, this is disgusting, just because it got caught, when behind closed doors they're doing the worst. And at this point, I really do applaud Nicki Minaj for marrying outside of the industry, because the things that have been coming out in 2024, it's crazy, you guys. It's literally crazy, and you can actually tell that it's a circle of sick people. And I'm not going to mention, some of the allegations that are already flying around about some of these elites, okay? You do know that the men from Both Nation, well, there is word on the street that, well, something is there also. And you do know how people like to say, oh my goodness, we need evidence first. This is how it started with this entire Diddy situation. For the longest of time, people have been whispering around and things like that. And people are like, oh, until there is proof, or until there is proof. So imagine people knowing for a very long period of time and just whispering to each other. And years later, that's when the like evidence surfaces. Imagine how many more women could have been saved from this monster if all of this people had taken all these things that were being said seriously. But of course, we'll always be like, oh, she was going through so much. But when there were whispers about it, you were like, oh, we want evidence. Oh, we want this. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. It does seem like it is not only people are not only shaming him for this entire Nicki Minaj situation. It does seem like the ex-girlfriend Erica Mena came out here and had some couple of words as well for this man. She said, but yet, never mind, I've been doing really good, okay? And so obviously people started speculating that, well, Erica was insinuating that he was also, the A word towards her. And yeah, it's just a mess, you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Safaree wore a jean vest Samuel inserting himself in this entire situation. I am waiting for the day when people will literally apologize to Nicki Minaj for calling her a liar the time that, she was talking about Meek Mill, because you guys do know that, well, Meek Mill himself allegedly is being, in this entire with this man as well. Okay, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to be talking about the Transformer. Now, talking about the weirdness that goes on in Hollywood, it does seem like people are picking up a trend from the Transformer of literally stalking her fans and some of the people who speak on her. Okay, and you do remember, you guys, there's a video that I did when this girl was spiraling out of control on Twitter and had a little exchange with a fan and was calling her, oh my goodness, you've got 3 necros. And when they were having that exchange, this girl literally said, I have pictures of you. And I remember in that video, I just looked at it from a physical standpoint where I was just like, oh my goodness, she's insane. She's stalking her fans. Why would you keep pictures of fans and things like that? I commented on it from a physical standpoint. But now, seeing that there is a TikToker also who's clocking a T, who's literally staying on her neck, and this TikToker is revealing that the Transformer is going back to this person's page and basically saving videos of this person. And these videos are not recent videos. These are videos from a while back. And this woman, the Transformer, is coming to save these videos. Okay, that's very weird behavior. That is very interesting behavior. And for somebody who went on to Rolling Stone saying that, well, a TikToker may cry, it does mean that, well, whatever the TikToker said really got to her like this. Okay, now you do know that there have been allegations of Girl actually going to witch doctors and stuff and voodoo and things like that. And people do say that, well, she indirectly sort of admitted to that when she was like, oh, casting a spell on a man, that she's dating and things like that. So people are like, oh, it does seem like this one is a voodoo queen. After all, after everything has been said and done, it does seem like she hexes people, and people have been saying the same. There are some pages on Twitter there that also allege that, when you speak on her, when you clock her tea, she goes ahead to hex people. And while some people even allege to the fact that, well, she might have taken even Nicki Minaj's picture to her witch doctor to cast spells on her. Now, listen, you guys, I will say that in as far as whether she took whose picture and whose picture, but it is not looking good for her. The fact that she's out there saving videos from way back, threatening people, saying that I've got your picture, like that is creepy behavior. And I don't know in what world does this seem normal to anyone at all. This is literally scary stuff, you guys. And well, you do know what they say about voodoo and all these things that the dark things that people do. Well, they say that if you're out there casting spells on somebody who has the light on them, it might work for a while, but then it will come back haunting you. And if that's the path that she has decided to take, well, good luck to her, because one day you will cast a spell on somebody who can't be casted a spell on. Okay. And I'm saying this, I don't want to get too spiritual with this entire situation, but even in my life, I've heard people who literally tried their dark energy kind of thing on me. And one thing about me, I trust in my knees, the heavens, the blood, that's all of Jesus Christ, obviously. And so when you come in my space and try all these funny things, and I don't go to the same places that you go with, trust me, majority of the time it does not end well for you. And I've witnessed this in my entire life, not even talk about the celebrities and things like that. Like on a personal level, I've literally witnessed people having their things backfiring on them. So I do hope for a sake that she's not doing this, because if she is, trust me, the downfall will be insane. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, obviously, what you think about that. And the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we are going to be talking about Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish did drop her album. I did listen to it. Genius, 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 as usual. Literally every track. I'm trying to look for a track that I can say, okay, I do not like this, but I could not find it. However, you guys, this is not just what people are conversing about. People are talking about Taylor Swift seemingly trying to sabotage Billie Eilish's album by basically releasing another version of hers. Okay, so now it does seem like people are saying, wow, she has an obsession with trying to sabotage other people. She wants all the shine on her. And people started citing different situations when Taylor Swift went ahead and released something, when another girl was dropping something. It dated as back as Katy Perry's album and things like that. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, do you think that Taylor Swift out there releasing her own thing the same day that Billie is out there releasing her own album? Do you think that that is intentional, or do you think that it's probably a coincidence? Let me know about that in the comment section. And the next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to be talking about this Kim Porter friend. I forgot to mention it when I spoke about the entire thing that is going on. This woman is coming with very scary allegations that it was really a dark time for Kim Porter. Like it's a lot of things that are happening that this woman is saying. But then again, this woman has been saying these things way before people caught on to this entire brother love situation. So some people are like, why were you quiet all these years? And I'm like, okay, sometimes it's okay to ask where someone is coming from, where they've been, what they've been trying to do, before you come out there and say, why were you quiet for all these years? Because if you know anything about that woman and brother love situation, you do know that this woman has always been speaking on brother love and trying to call him out for a very, very long time. But people just didn't listen, because yet again, people want evidence, quote unquote. Okay, so when I see these people saying, oh, why have you been quiet all this while, I'm like, she has been speaking, you just have not been listening. Oh my goodness. But then she had some disturbing allegations about how Cassie herself allegedly was out there trying to make fun of Kim when she was going through it with Didi and things like that. So it's a bunch of mess, you guys. It's literally a bunch of insanity in this entire situation. Anyway, the next thing and the last thing that I'm gonna be talking about, there's a video that's actually doing its around on the internet about Lil Yatchy weighing in on this entire Drake and Kendrick beef. And when I listened to it, I was like, these are the people that Drake surrounds himself with, and he expects to win a rap battle. Tell me, make it make sense, you guys. Because Lil Yatchy, just listening to him speak, I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. He said, well, no one won. No one won because at the end of the day, you could tell that Kendrick had so much animosity towards Drake. And you could tell that, well, Drake was deemed a loser before he even started this battle. So nobody won in the... I looked at him and I was like, oh my goodness. Hip hop is doomed if this is what the future of hip hop looks like. I'm just saying. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And I'm gonna cut right now because I told you I've got a migraine headache resulting from lack of sleep. So I took some tablets and now I feel a little bit dizzy. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this video and post it before I actually fall asleep, because I can feel my head going all woozy and stuff. So thank you for watching, you guys, and until my next one, see you.